In our last sessions, we have seen a few watercolor techniques like using the bubble wrap and the cling wrap and crayons. Here we just want to explore the new medium, or we can say the new material, which is known as the masking fluid. The purpose of masking fluid is to restrict the area on the paper where we don't want to put the paint over it. If we want to keep some areas on our painting like pure white, we can use the masking fluid for that. Masking fluid is a latex-based product and it's very effective in keeping the small areas or the lines white when we are painting on the watercolor paper. Basically, it's a rubber-based material, so it's very easy to peel off also. Masking fluid comes into 3 forms in the market. Here I am using the liquid form, which comes in a bottle. It also comes in a pen form where we want to make some detailing or a thin lines, or if you want to write something, in that case you can use the pen. So here I'm using the masking fluid, which is like liquid form, and I'm trying to apply with the brush. Okay, so let's start with the simple application of the masking fluid. I just want to make a small greeting card which have the happy birthday written on it, but my need is I just want that happy birthday should be in the white color. I mean that area where I'm writing the letters should be plain white. So in that case we have 2 options. One thing is just paint the background and write the happy birthday with the white paint, but it won't give you that freshness. That white color will not be pure white. So I have decided to use the masking fluid for that. Let's start with putting the masking fluid the way you want on the paper. If you can write directly with the brush, you can write it, or otherwise just draw the letters first with the pencil and apply the masking fluid over it. Sometimes you may find that the liquid inside the bottle is a little bit thick and it is not coming properly in the brush, or maybe you are not able to apply it like the way you want on the paper. In that case, you can just add little amount of water in the bottle and stir it with the toothpick or the back side of the brush. Just take care of one thing. If you are adding the water into the bottle, never ever shake the bottle. If you shake the bottle, the material inside the bottle will coagulate and it will spoil the whole masking fluid. Like this, first of all write whatever you want to write on the paper. Sometimes if you want to put a double coat on that is also okay, but apply evenly because whatever you are applying on the paper will stay white. Here I am using the brush to apply the masking fluid. You can use any other tool. I mean, you can use the toothpick, or you can use the bigger brush, or maybe the dotting tool, whatever is convenient to you. Because it's not very easy to apply the masking tape because of its rubbery texture. So depending on the need, decide the tool and try to put it on the paper. So we are done with the writing, and you can just put wherever, if you see any gap where the fluid did not come because of the thickness, do all touch-ups and then wait for some time to let it dry a bit. Once it is dry, you can see, you can just touch and feel it is dry or not. So once it is dry, we can do the remaining part of the painting. Now here I just want to make the multicolor background of the card. So starting with the chrome yellow and start putting it on the paper from the center. You can make any pattern, anything, any painting. You can make some landscape paintings or still life paintings. So the first step is to apply the masking fluid wherever you want to keep the space white, and after that you can freely do whatever you want to do with the paints. Here I want to give the multicolor background. So randomly I am putting all the colors. Masking fluid is a very convenient way to work along. You don't have to worry about the places. You don't have to be controlled while painting your paint. In the landscape paintings also, if you want to make the trees, or if you want to make branches of the trees or the leaves, for these things just put randomly the masking fluid here and there and just paint freely the background. I want to give a little brighter background for this, because if the background is dark, the white color will pop up more. For that, we are just going for the second coat of the coloring, so it will be a little brighter in shade. I'm just giving the circular pattern to it to blend them more nicely. If you see there is any extra water or it's more watery, just take the brush and wipe it off once. So it will give you the smooth texture for the background. While working with masking fluid, we have to be a little quick because it's a very fast drying medium. So whatever you want to make, just plan thoroughly. The things should be there in your mind, what you want to make and where you have to put the masking fluid. After that, only you start your application. Once the background is done, let it dry completely, because if it is wet, whenever you are removing the masking fluid, the paper or color will also come along with it. So just let it dry completely. Once it is dry, we can try removing the masking fluid slowly. It is easy to remove because it's having that elasticity and rubbery material, but still you have to be really gentle and slow while removing the fluid from the paper. Here you can see wherever the masking fluid is there, our paper is really fresh white. For removing the fluid, you can use your fingertips, or if it is not easy with that, you can use eraser also. Just make sure that the fluid and the paper, the paint on the paper should be dry completely. It's so satisfying and interesting to remove the masking fluid, just like the masking tape. You can see the effect very nicely. You can use masking fluid on top of the watercolor also. For example, if you want to paint some background and after that you want to retain that background for the next layering of paint, in that case also you can use the masking fluid. Only thing you have to take care is the watercolor on the paper should be completely dry. One more important thing I just missed to tell you when we were applying the masking fluid from the brush. After applying the masking fluid from the brush, you have to wash your brush immediately. If you leave the brush just like that, the fluid will stick on the brush and you won't be able to clean it later. So to clean the brush, use the soapy water. Okay, the plain water will not work. You have to make some soapy solution and then wash that brush instantly after putting the masking fluid. Yeah, so here we are done with the removing and peeling of the masking fluid. It's looking so bright and good. Remove the masking tape also, and our card is ready. So this is basically the use of applying the masking fluid. Rest all, it depends on your imagination, your creativity, where all you can use this. You can use on the flower petals, you can use to show the water droplets or the thin branches of the tree, the birds on the sky, and there are so many ways which you can use this fluid very effectively. Thank you for watching. Let's move on to the next session.